The Europe and North American Soda Cash Cups are on very soon, so I decided to VOD review the winner of the Asia Soda Cash Cup to see what strategies you should be using to perform at your best in the Soda Cash Cup. Here, Gatkota does something good that you should be trying to do in every fight in these Soda Cash Cups, and that's starting a fight with a tag. Not only a tag, he cracked him, so then he uses his dashes wisely to do a lovely little, I wouldn't call it a phase, but he gets elevation really quickly, catches himself nicely, and then he goes for height. Because these past seasons they're not as popular, but the souls or the dashes are still really useful, and I would say they definitely are part of the meta this season, either for when you save them for rotating later in endgame, or if you use them for fights like this. But what's important is if you can be smart with your rotate, that you can, if you do use them, that you can go get them back for endgame. Just keep that in mind. But here is what I think to learn from this fight also, is he's going for the wall, he's keeping the pressure on because he has him so weak, but look where he stands. He stands just high enough. Now I don't know if he does it on purpose, but he reacts really quickly if he doesn't. He stands just high enough where when the player places the floor, it actually doesn't matter because he phases it and can easily get the shot. So keep in mind where you're standing in fights, because ICD pros do this a lot. They stand in positions where if the opponent places the build that they're expecting them to place, they know that they're just going to phase it with their character and shock the opponent by doing that and be able to shoot them. It's complicated, like to always know where to stand, but it's like an advanced, useful fighting tip. So yeah, I would definitely try and put that into your arsenal. Alright, on to the next thing that is very useful to know. What's interesting about Gatkota's fight with this player is he can quickly tell that the player is good, so he fights different than how he's fought these other opponents. He tries and go for like the shock, surprise, out of nowhere kind of plays on this guy, because he knows that is his best opportunity at beating a player that is just as good as him, or just, he's a very good player. And he also is playing a lot more reserved. He's not just like being really aggressive, he's going back, he's healing himself, he's making sure he's increasing his chances of winning this fight against a player as good as him. And again, we see here what's so important about trying to get these dashes, because Gatkota did refresh his dashes, and he's using them again so wisely in this fight. He goes out of nowhere, surprises the opponent. He does miss his shot, but it happens. Opponent still was not ready, and he gets two really strong tags off of him. And then here he goes again. He's now putting the pressure down, trying to wrap this fight up. But you will see here that this opponent is really good, because he's able to get defensive shots off back on Gatkota to increase his chance of winning. And here, that edit that his opponent does, actually I don't see many players use it, but his opponent is going into the right of it. That's a really smart edit that I don't see players usually use. But in this situation, I don't know, the only way it would work is if the player goes left, but most players are probably just going to spray through the stairs because he just built it and it's going to be weak. So it's a really smart play with the angle and stuff, but you're going to have to be ready for the spray through. And Gatkota, he knows his health advantage, so when the player resets it, as I said, the stairs are going to be weak. You know what? The other fella is lucky that he actually didn't kill him, because he's 9 HP. But sometimes you get lucky, and then Gatkota does get the kill. To be honest, if you saw how the player against him played, you can actually learn more from that fight than I would say from watching Gatkota. The player played really well defensively. He looked to get shots through when the other player was phasing in, when Gatkota was phasing in, applying pressure. Great defensive shots, and in that edit of the stairs was smart, but also he knew that Gatkota was going to go for the replace or destroy the stairs. So when he does that, there will be delay when he's doing that motion of destroying it, and that allowed the other fella to get the shot off before Gatkota, but unfortunately he was left on 9 HP, so he didn't actually beat Gatkota. But overall, yeah, a lot to learn from that fight. Really impressive. The next thing to learn from this fight is we've seen it before, but it's still just as useful. Here, Gakota, his skin has changed because of replay mode. Just ignore that. Here, he's box fighting this guy, and he does a nice place here. I would say he does a mistake here. He goes down, he double swings. Now, to be fair, the player is fizzing, so that might have been a reason why he double swung, and he did well with his cross replacement to hit that blue thing. When you're going down double swinging, make sure you are going to be getting the wall in only 2 swings, and you should only go for the double swing when you know that the player is busy healing or distracted for some reason. Now, he does do an edit that exposes him. I would say this is a misplay. Yeah, they kind of do the exact same damage back to each other, but yeah, I would say that was a misplay, and I think here he might be underestimating his opponent, because yeah, what he should have done is actually bait the reset, so edit it and quick reset it. The player would have shot at him, destroyed his wall, and then Gakota would have been able to shoot him without taking any damage. Here is another thing to learn from this fight. When Gakota realizes there's a third party, he runs backwards so the third party does not have an angle on him, which also leads to him predicting where this guy was running to and wraps up the kill easy. But it's important to remember, when there's a third party, you put yourself at the opposite side, or basically you put yourself at because there'll be a player in between you. Well, no, that's what you do, sorry. You put the enemy player in between you, so the third party is shooting at him while you're also able to shoot at him without the third party having an angle on you. Here is a play that actually I have done before myself in ranked, but I just want to show you it here that Gakota does it, and it's a really smart play. When someone uses armored walls to box himself in with their on elevation, you should look around to see what you can destroy or edit, so then it will just spleef them. So you don't have to sit there for an hour destroying the builds. Instead, you can catch them off guard, destroy the entire builds, get easy shots, and get an easy elimination, just like Gakota does there. To finish off the game and get the win, Gakota simply just goes around, box fights people. There's nothing like crazy skills to learn from here. It's just simple. He's reloading his gun, having good reload management, and he's just kind of getting in, box fighting. It's a lot more mechanical here than using your brain. So again, the mechanical things here is just editing, building, and making sure your guns are reloaded, and that's doing something stupid like jumping deep in the storm. Here, he plays his safe, he makes sure he's fully healed before he fights this guy, reloads his gun, and it looks like he's just gonna wrap it up and get the elimination. Now this player isn't even bad, but there he uses his quick mechanics again to help suffocate, well, like keep the player down on low ground. Yes, the player goes for height again. Nice side jump by Gakota. Reloads his gun. Again, guys, it's really important to have good reload management if you want to be winning these games. Good aim as well. Jump down, get the win. Overall, very good game by Gakota. I hope this video helped, but if you want to learn more about how to do good in the Victory Cups today or ever, click the video on screen right now. And thanks for watching, subscribe, and goodbye.